Hello everyone, David A. Cox here with PCClassesOnline.com, and today I want to share with all of you one of my absolute favorite resources for small business owners. Now, make sure you watch this entire video because there's going to be a little bonus at the end. The website that we're discussing today is Fiverr.com, and if you've never ever heard of them, this is an amazing resource. For $5, people who live anywhere in the world will do something for you. And there are tons of different things that they offer, whether it's marketing, graphic design, writing, different things. But of everything, I've found 5 categories that have proven to be especially helpful, at least in my business, and hopefully also in yours. And the first, it's a very broad topic, but graphic design. You think about it, for you to hire a graphic designer to create a really snazzy poster or a Facebook timeline image or really anything, it's going to cost a lot of money. Here, you can pay $5 and get a really amazing result. For example, I have actually used Fiverr myself to design our timeline image on Facebook. That image right there cost me $5. You provide them with your logo, any text that you want to have included, and they will design the rest. $5, you can't beat that. Other examples where graphic design can be really handy is if you need Photoshop work done to retouch a photo, if you need a background image for Twitter or Google+, if you need a logo, you can have them create it. Also, business cards. You know, one of my things I'm very big on is having a really clean, amazing business card that stands out above the rest. I can't stand it when someone hands me a business card and I can tell just by the flimsy cardstock and the really generic template-looking design that it came from Vistaprint.com. Whereas on Fiverr, you can pay someone to create a custom business card. So let's just type in the little search here and see what pops up. Now, one tip I want to give you is that when you go and you use the search function up here at the very top, make sure when you've done that, you go here to sort it by high rating, because that way you're going to get people who have a history who you know will do a good job. So, for example, let's take a look at this one right here. It's the #1 person for designing business cards. Those look awesome. And also, if you look below this main image, you'll see these little dots, and these dots represent other gigs that this person has done. So these are examples of real customers who have had cards designed by this person. And all of these look wonderful. They really stand out. And so you can get your cards printed online, but then get them designed right here through Fiverr as another example. Another topic that I find to be especially helpful is videos. For example, if you saw the beginning of this video, of course you probably did, there's our little flashy graphic intro. A lot of people think that I designed that. I actually paid someone to design that. Now, while I didn't use Fiverr, you can get the exact same results. So for that, I would type in the keywords of video logo, and once again, sort by high rating. And so then you can pick really any of these options here. Let's just take this one right off the bat. And with pretty much all of these, they'll use the word Fiverr as well as the Fiverr logo. And what you just have to do is use your imagination and replace their text and their logo with yours. You'll end up submitting them your logo and whatever text you want. And for $5, that's a steal. And just to give you a comparison, to have our logo custom designed, I believe I paid around $200 to have that done. Another example of a great type of video that you can have done is if you have the type of product that's going to require a little bit of explanation, there is something called an explainer video. And these usually use animation. And you can have like this little graphic guy here explaining away your product. It's usually a combination of animation and text. So you can check out these, go through them. A lot of these different, I'm going to turn the audio off here for a moment. A lot of these different videos, they have options to upgrade. So while maybe a really basic video is $5, you can, for another $5, get it in high definition. Or you can get it with custom sound work or custom etc. Another great example. Also, in the same type of category are whiteboard videos. And with whiteboard videos, usually you have a hand that appears to be drawing something, whether it's on a tablet or just on a white background. And so, very similar to the explainer videos, these can get a little bit annoying, I have found after a while, but if it's a really, really short video, it can work well. Also, now this is one that might sound a little bit out of left field, but believe it or not, puppet videos. Puppets are an incredible way to add a bit of comedy to your product. Now, to do this, you really should be hiring, or if you have friends who are funny, have someone else write the script for you, because the script has got to be perfect in order for this to be successful. But all of these different people here you see are puppeteers. They have access usually to different backgrounds. Sometimes that background is an upgrade, so make sure you read all the fine print before ordering. But a puppet video is a great example of a way to give your product a little bit of a personality. Also, there is another type of category here. You've probably seen it, whether it's on YouTube or on different parts of the web, and it's called a typography. And a typography video, very similar to the whiteboard and explainer videos. Let's go to high rating. But usually it means that you're going to have not really any voiceover work, but you're going to have images of text that are going to rotate and move around. So you can kind of see here an example of how it would look. Again, really important that you do the fine work of getting the script perfect. And these videos are best if they're 30 seconds or less. That's another example. Three more categories I want to show you. The next one is press releases. And with press releases, if you have these professionally done, you're looking at usually between $100 to $300 per press release. With this, make sure you, of course, organize it by high rating. You can get it done for a lot less. A successful press release is partially going to be dependent on how much information you can give them so that they have enough information to work with. You can also use Fiverr to submit your press release to different PR websites, etc. Just don't have the highest expectation for results when it comes to that. It will help your SEO options for your website, but that's about it. Also, another handy one. Now this one I have to kind of put out there with a little bit of a disclaimer. You can technically use Fiverr to gain followers or video views on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Here's the word of caution. Let's say you're going to use this for YouTube. You can have people here, I've found them adding as much as 20,000 views to your video. Here's the big important thing you need to know. If your video is monetized, meaning that you are having ads before them, like many of our videos, and you are making money from YouTube, and you try to use this tactic, they will shut you down. So it's not worth it. However, if you have maybe one of those videos we just went over, like an explainer video where you're not making money off of it necessarily on YouTube, but you just want to make it look like it's had more views than it actually has, you can use this as a trick to kind of boost your ego, I guess. You can use the same trick for adding Twitter followers and have people like your Facebook page. Again, in those cases, you should be aware that many of those are hacked accounts, and you may notice that, well, on Monday morning, you got 5,000 new followers. On Tuesday, it's dropped to like 1,000. So make sure that you kind of take it with a grain of salt. You're paying $5. You're going to maybe in that case get a little bit closer to what you pay for. Finally, last but not least, let's say you have one of these video projects that you've created and now you need the voice. Because a lot of the people who create these videos don't necessarily have a great voice for doing voiceover work. And instead of paying a union actor hundreds if not thousands of dollars to read a script, instead, you can use Fiverr. So just type in the word voiceover. And when you do that, you're going to find a ton of different people here. The beauty of Fiverr is you're going to be able to, of course, hear what their voices sound like. And any of them will be very happy to read your script and record it as an audio file that you can now bring into your video to do with what you want. Now, I promised you at the very end of this video a little tip, so here it is. For any of you who are watching this video on YouTube or our website, if you look below the video, and in the case of YouTube, it's going to be in the comments section, or rather, the video description, there is a hyperlink that you're going to be able to click on, and if you sign up for Fiverr using that link, if you buy any 3 gigs on Fiverr, you'll get a 4th one for free. Just a little bonus to encourage you to get started, but I think you're going to love Fiverr. As I said, as a small business owner, it is tremendously helpful. This is David A. Cox with PCClassesOnline.com, and I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Take care.